Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another hardware video on my humble channel. This is not a mirage, it is a video. I am making a video. How about that? And, well, sorry that I've been gone for so long, but I kind of fell out of the YouTube game. So a big thanks to all the subscribers that has just stuck with me. So yeah, let's get on with this video. This is an Amiga 500, as you can see, and I have a plan, of course. For a long time, I have been using this. It's the HXC floppy emulator, or simulator, some call it. It says emulator on the board, but, well, what the hell do I know? It acts like a floppy drive. And my personal experience with this is that it is around 85 to 90% compatible. It runs most things just fine, and it supports a write as well. The write process can be slow. It's not as fast as reading, but it works. What it does not support is original games. I forgot the format, what the format is called for original games. I think it's SPS. Don't quote me on that. So, for original games, as well as the stuff it is not compatible with, I need the internal drive. And I would like to have the whole package. So I'd like everything to be neatly installed internally and be able to switch between the two. So that is my plan. So I need for that floppy emulator, of course, and need a very long, well, depending on where you're gonna install it inside the machine, you need a long floppy cable. And not one of those twisted cables, that will not work. So, yeah. You also need, I say you, I need. You probably saw a disclaimer in the beginning, but let me just mention, this is not a guide, just me goofing up my mod. Hopefully not. I will succeed, I hope. You also need SD card extender if you want to have access to, okay, I'm just gonna say you, if you want to have access to the SD card from the outside. So, like most of you already know, you just put this in there instead of the SD card and mount this somewhere appropriate in the machine. And I didn't pay enough attention when I ordered this extender, so it's actually micro SD, so I'm gonna need to get a hold of a micro SD card for this. I do have a micro SD card, but I use it in the Commodore 64, so. Okay, and a power splitter, so you can have power to both the floppy drive and the emulator drive. So in order to switch between two drives, you need to intercept the signal that is called drive select. It is pin 10 on the floppy drive. Oh my god, on the cable here. And I have actually already done a head start here. And you will notice this is not pin 10 because this is pin 1. But the way I'm gonna mount it, it is pin 10. Let me show you why that is. Okay. I have a loose plan about mounting this around here, at the top of the top case. So around here is where I'm gonna mount it. So that is around here. So it needs a little length here. So I am gonna, technically it is meant to be like this goes to the motherboard, the one at the end here, and then there is a long cable and you can mount 2 drives here. But I thought of something better for my use. So you put it in here. Because then this short cable is the perfect distance to the floppy drive, and you have this very long cable to mount the floppy drive far away. So then this red one is naturally not the first pin, this is the first pin. So you need to remember to reverse the cable in both the floppy drive and the floppy emulator. And the floppy emulator has this notch here, so that people don't mount the cable wrong. But I have to mount the cable wrong in order to mount it right. So I had to shave off this piece of plastic so I could mount it the wrong right way. So yeah, that's what nerds do, I guess. So that's the plan. And what I am gonna do today, this is gonna be a 2-part project. What I'm gonna do today is just some, see if it works, some proof of concept kind of thing. What the hell? This was mounted wrong. I had the keyboard out lately and it was dark when okay, whatever. I forgot to show you a few things. This switch, which is what you need to switch between the 2 drives. Of course there are other switches, but this is the type I'm gonna use. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm gonna write on the screen somewhere around here right now what it's called. But it's a simple 2-way switch. These 2 are connected, or these 2 are connected, of course. The middle one goes to the motherboard, and the 2 outer ones go to the physical drive and the emulator drive, respectively. So it's in theory pretty simple. And you need some buttons to be hooked up to these buttons back here. I'm gonna do that next time. And I've talked to Miss Mad Lemon lately, who suggested what the hell was it called? A rotary encoder. That is instead of the up and down switch. Rotary encoder is kind of like a variable resistor thing. So you can just turn it. I am not sure, but I'm guessing clockwise for disk up and counterclockwise for disk down, but well, either way. I have not quite thought it through if I'm gonna go that way or not, but it's certainly a cool idea. Okay. So what I'm gonna do today in this video is I'm gonna hook up the switch to the ribbon cable and power on everything, both the physical drive and emulator drive, and see if the switch works. So yeah, I'm gonna have to strip the cables here in the appropriate places, and I'm gonna use some of these throughout the whole project, actually, because some stuff is going to be mounted up in the top case, so I'd like to be able to take it apart. So I'm gonna use these. These are kind of cool. They just connect like that, and they are color coded, and it's just very nice. I'm gonna use these. Okay, and sorry for my camera is actually quite subpar. It's not that good. But hey, I'm guessing you live. This is a casual channel anyway, so just going to be sure I have the right cable here. Pin 10. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. It is the right one. I probably double and triple checked it when I did this, when I loosened the cable earlier. So I'm gonna pull it loose. It would have been better if I didn't start here. Let me just start it here, that would have looked better. But hey. Okay, so we have this one. Cut it here. There. I'm gonna find the same one over here. This side goes to the emulator and this goes to the physical. Okay. 10. Oh, I just found out it's actually easier to pull the cable rather than move the knife. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it here. There, because we only need this one. We don't need that one because we have it here. So, okay, I'm gonna removing isolation. If this crap tool can do this. Everything is subpar here. No, it cannot. The smallest one is way too small. Okay. Okay. Come on, nails. You can do this. Yeah. Did I go? Okay. So now I need this little guy, and perhaps I should fire up my soldering station here. I haven't done that yet. Okay, so I found my crap here. Okay, so what I'm needing now is one of these cables for each one of those. And might as well match the color, so I need red, orange, and yellow. Okay. So I haven't thought about which end should be male and which should be female, but I would guess that it would be most natural to have females at the switch end and males at the ribbon cable end, because this is the receiver. So yeah, female on the switch. So we'll put the males aside first. These are a little thicker, so I wonder if I can do it now. Hey! Cool, okay. Gonna do that with all three. And I thought we should use some shrink tubing as well. I don't know if this is small enough, but I guess it's better than nothing. So just in case it's not small enough, I'm gonna make it add a little length here. Putting shrink tubing down on all these three so we don't forget it. I'm gonna take a bit more off here. Can I do that even? Okay, I screwed up my nail by doing that. Can I use this one? I think so. There. Okay, I need to add the flux, and I have this flux pen where you need to press it. Oh, it's very wet. Maybe you don't need to. Well, I guess you do. I was gonna say you need to press it down for it to come out. I just need a surface. Okay, I'm gonna use this. There, it's fluxed up pretty good. Okay, let's do this. There, that's pretty good. I know there is some flux where you can put it on kind of like a brush. Actually, I think that was Maddie as well. That would be so much easier. Okay, that was the last one in this end. Okay, so let's see about the shrink tubing here. I don't have a heat gun, which would be nice to have, but I have a lighter, so. Okay, it seems to work fine. I melted a little plastic here, but whatever. Not too bad. There. Well, that's about the best I can do. That was the female end. Now for the male end. So that should work actually. Okay, we have our hero up on the table again. So let's put in this contraption. There. The emulator later. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Like that. Okay, and the switch here. Red. Orange. And yellow. Okay. So it's all hooked up now. So let's go see if this works. I forgot the power. I'm guessing it all refuses to work without power. So yeah. Power to the floppy head. And power to the emulator head. There. Okay, now it should work, in theory. So, it's all hooked up now. Sorry, I'm gonna do this handheld. And I put the display on there as well. Forgot to mention that. That's another thing I have to mount in the case. So, this is the orange one that is active now. And orange, what was orange? Orange is the physical floppy drive, okay? So, Whew. If I fire it up now, it should hopefully ignore the emulator drive, and the floppy drive should begin to click and wait for a disk. So let's go. Hell yeah! Yeah. Well, the power is still getting power, but it's not booting from the floppy emulator because disk select is not hooked up to the motherboard. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's try and flip it. So now yellow is active and yellow is here. And yellow goes to the emulator. So now hopefully the internal drive should be ignored and it should boot from the emulator. So let's try this again. Oh yes, 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 yes. Haha, very nice. Let's just for fun just fire up Drugstore. I don't need to put in both discs, just to test. Yeah. Everything seems to be working. Okay, so let's test the toppy. Yes, let's test the toppy drive. Let's test the floppy drive now. So, like that, and like that, and like that. I have a few original discs. I'm gonna go with Exile. Oh, that beautiful clicking noise. I have actually missed that noise. All this time I've been using that emulator thing, which is a great thing, but kind of miss those sounds. Ah. Hell yeah. So this was actually a success, and now I know it's working. As it should. Sorry there's no sound on the Amiga, it was just for testing. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna do a reset. An elbow reset. There we go. I'm actually very relieved. But I'm very, very happy that it worked, because now I can continue, I can hook everything up. Everything else is just easy. Well, technically easy with the connections and all that. I do dread a little bit mounting the screen, but I'm guessing I can pull through. So anyway, that was it for this time. Oh, it's been a long time. I forgot what I'm saying at the end here. Well, thank you very much for watching this all the way till the end. If you liked it, feel free to give it a like and leave a comment if you have something to say or ask about, and I will attend to that. So yeah, thanks again, good people. Have a great day. Bye bye.